na beiradinha, ó. Eu já vi a carvão. Bem na beiradinha da esteira. Nossa, é muito preciso isso daqui.
Agora foi. Agora voltou.
Don't worry, we're all friends here. Let's all look out for
Nossa, eu
each other.
curti.
And Glow is back, roly-poling around as usual. All right, let's pack up and head out.
Uma colher cheia de comida, 2 pratos, 3 refeições. Meu Deus do céu. Que título gigante. Som. Restaurante.
Ah, verdade, preciso botar engrenagem antes de botar. Cadê a
So,
engrenagem?
it's outside the box
Ixi.
thinking that we're looking for,
Tem que botar
right?
engrenagem antes.
Hotel always seems to have a unique perspective. So let's make this our
Laje,
first stop.
mina, laje.
What?
menor.
My ears are burning. Did somebody say my name? Yeah, it's Paimon and the Traveler. Oh, and Xiangling too.
Oh, of course, Hotel. Way outside the box.
Meaning you're here for some other reason, right? How might I be of assistance?
Well, Hotel, I wanted to ask you, what kind of food do you like?
Deixa eu ver quanto tá. Acho que tá a mesma potência.
Off the top of my head, I don't
Não.
really have
Ah, não,
an
tá sim, tá
answer.
sim.
Wow. So even Hotel gets lost for words sometimes. Paimon sure didn't see that coming.
Come on, even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night, right? I'm no different.
Pretty sure clocking out isn't something birds do, but okay. Alright, there's no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick a dish and tell me what you like about it. I'm doing some market research.
I see. Launching a new dish? Well, let me say right off the bat, nothing weird, okay? Some poached fish, a side of shrimp dumplings, that is all you need.
Poached fish and shrimp dumplings. That's a bit ordinary.
Caraca, eu curti, mano. Agora
Well, it
falta
is
só
in
aplicar
business.
no
Think
server.
about it. Poached fish is
Antes
hot
tenho
and
que
spicy with a
transportar as
powerful
coisas pro
aroma.
novo
It's a dynamic
estoque lá.
dish. Add a side of shrimp dumplings, and there's your static component.
Ah, não precisa de
Got
muita
it?
coisa até.
Dynamic?
Vou fazer. Nossa.
Oh, I can do dynamic. Mushroom slime stew it.
Tá, olha de novo as coisas.
No, not that kind of dynamic. A dish is more than substance, it's a mood.
Meu Deus, é muita
Poached
madeira.
fish is red and spicy. It elicits a response from the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. That's why I call it dynamic. Shrimp dumplings are more subdued,
Porque ainda tem um...
clear and
Cadê o
smooth
burro?
with a pure and subtle fragrance.
Ah, você tá aí.
I call that static.
Beleza, tem coisa no
Combining
burro,
dynamic
esqueci.
and static is how you create a perfectly
Nossa, laguei.
balanced
Tá,
wheel.
voltei.
A union between opposite but complementary features coexisting in perfect harmony.
Paimon didn't follow that at all. But at the same time, it kind of sounded smart, so... Okay, dynamic
Meu
and
Deus, é
static.
muita madeira. Mano, é
Opposite,
muita
but
madeira.
complementary.
Meu
So
Deus,
is this
é
just another
muita
way of saying
madeira.
you should
Eu não
keep
tô...
everything balanced?
Como que aquilo
A
produz
little
tanto?
meat, a little veggie, a little salt, a little sugar.
Bingo! Except I don't think you need to have a sweet dish for it to be a complete meal. Personally, I always skip dessert.
Okay, I think I got it. At first I thought you were just goofing around, but actually you make a really good point. How did I ever doubt you, Hu Tao? Thanks. When it comes to telling tales, the storytellers have got nothing on Hu Tao.
Sounds suspiciously like a compliment to me. I'll take it. Uh-huh. Well, at least one of you gets it. Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles. Feed the circle of life, or sugar and spice. You either get it, or you don't.
Since the traveler seems to approve, I'll make sure to factor it in. Paimon thinks we're pretty much done here now. Let's head to Boo Boo Pharmacy
Vou
next.
ver essas coisas aqui embaixo. Ah, depois eu
Boo
vou.
Boo Pharmacy? Yeah, you'll definitely get some interesting responses over there.
Nossa, sinceramente é tanta banda que a gente explorou que eu acho que eu não ligo pra isso.
Nossa senhora. Tenho um medo do que vai acontecer lá na tua casa.
O quê?
Lá no server.
Qual?
Do
Aqui?
Mine, né? Você
Ou
tá no
outro?
Mine, né?
Tô.
No servidor do Mine lá do que a gente faz. Que a gente tá lá com o Lopes e os outros.
Ah,
Ah,
beleza, cadê meu burro de novo? Eu odeio meu burro.
meu pai, achei que ia morrer afogado.
Oh,
E aí,
it's
400
you.
tipo um 70.
Is everything okay?
Why?
Caraca.
If it isn't
Não,
the
barato
special
umas
guest who
coisas.
seldom visit. Less busy than usual, I see. Yikes! What happened to Baiju's voice?
Ah, você viu, Nico?
Excuse me?
No modo do Chris tem um canhão que constrói sozinho.
Ah, sim, eu vi.
Oh,
Só tem que ver como funciona. Eu vi mais ou menos, não vi muita coisa.
Caraca, mano, o Goba andando no meio do cenário, velho. Nunca achei que isso ia acontecer.
Here to procure an herbal remedy, I
Ah, sim,
presume.
beleza, eu tenho que cantar que eles
Oh
tiraram do
no!
inventário.
We actually came for the conversation this time. We're here to talk food. I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I wanted to ask you both. Oh, wait, there's 3 of you. I wanted to ask the 3 of you what kind of food
Verdade,
you
porque eu sou
like.
capitão bandezito funnel. É boa, tem que sabia de
astutely
boa.
self-corrected. We shall surely
Ah,
supply
eu vou
our
passar felp de
assistance.
novo. Isso é tranquilo
You
pra mim.
need to know what food I like? It's all the same. No flavor.
Vem cá, burro, onde você tá?
Chi-Chi has some
Beleza,
gustatory
esse burro gosta
dysfunction
de
and
ficar
can't
fugindo.
taste any food. Make no mistake, she's not being uncooperative.
Deixa eu só botar
Oh,
Silva
I
aqui.
understand. That's fine.
Só já assiste.
Still, I'd expect Chi-Chi to have some sort of dietary preferences, though. There must be some dishes that you like the sensation of.
Sensation? Yes. There's one. Coconut milk. Nice.
Ainda não entendo qual é o que a Titi tem com leite de coco cabra.
It's not a dish, it's a
Huh?
drink. How about you two?
É
Any
Titi
thoughts?
e a
I
o
like bite-sized
leite de
morsels
coco
of
cabra.
meat.
O
I
quê?
agree with
Eu não
Chang.
entendo o que ela tem.
Many of
Ah,
our
ainda não
patients are
entendi,
the
velho.
elderly and young
Ah.
children.
Por que ela gosta
They
tanto
find
disso aí?
large chunks of fowl
Ah,
or
sei
seafood
lá, mano.
difficult to swallow and
Cada um
digest.
gosta de uma coisa, né?
Dishes
velho?
where the ingredients have been finely chopped, on the other
Mas a
hand, are
Titi...
far more suitable for them. We also see plenty of people with colds and sore throats who find it difficult to eat rich food. From a purely pharmaceutical
Cadê
perspective,
o... Não,
I
não
tend to
foge, meu
recommend
Deus.
soups and stews.
Eu não consigo ficar um
Would that
momento
be
sem olhar pra ele.
medicinal soups and stews?
Medicinal soup. I don't like it.
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to
Nossa,
think
né?
about food without worrying about the health
Tá, tá quase
implications these
acabando.
days.
Só acho que só mais uma viagem eu não tô
We've had
aguentando mais já.
quite the endless stream of patients recently. If you ask me, I think the changing weather is to blame.
That's okay.
Mas depois tem...
Everyone's
eu vou...
input counts. Keeping it seasonal and suitable for all ages sounds like a pretty good idea, Paimon. Medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of food I normally cook. I don't usually focus on medicinal properties, but since this is for a competition, maybe I can score more points by taking both flavor and function into account.
Nossa, agora eu lembrei que eu tenho que botar os outros também. Meu Deus.
Caraca, tá sofrência aí.
Everyone will like it.
Por isso que eu tô... Por isso que eu consegui adicionar um mod, porque eu já tô vendo como vai ser.
Welcome. As long as we could help.
It's great great to have a doctor's unique perspective. I'm
Mano, eu
feeling
já tô vendo como vai
inspired.
ser esse negócio.
Oh, how you flatter me.
Receptivity to sensible suggestions
Mano, eu
make for
juro,
a
eu
savvy
queria
chef.
realmente ter esquecido esse negócio, mas não, eu lembrei.
Creating new dishes is Xiangling's favorite thing
Agora eu
to
tenho que
do.
transportar
You can
pedra,
be sure
velho.
she'll
Meu
put
Deus.
lots of care and
Beleza.
attention into it. Everyone's got their hobbies,
Mano,
and
é
mine is
que é
cooking.
tanta madeira que eu
Usually
nem
I just
ligo
go with
mais,
my
eu
own
acho, na verdade.
ideas, but having
Mano,
a
é tanta
whole new
madeira, por que
perspective
eu tô
this time
pegando?
is sure to make a big difference to the end result. Great! That makes this whole
Beleza,
trip worth
esqueci de
it.
fazer meu burro.
Alright,
Ah,
time to
desisto,
move
eu
on to the
vou deixar lá.
So we've got an independent
muita
seeker's
madeira.
perspective and a health perspective. Next, Paimon thinks we should probably talk to some picky eaters.
Ah, nossa, eu tô cheio de madeira. Cadê o burro? Ah, ele não fugiu agora. Ah, guardar essa madeira.
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon. And Xiangling.
Greetings, friends. It's been a while. Hey, what brings you here?
Has something
Tá, eu
happened?
pensei tanto.
What's with this great big stone on the ground?
Long story.
Preciso
So, just to
subir agora
confirm,
as
I will
pedras,
assume
meu Deus.
responsibility for handling this stone of unknown origin. Any objections?
None here. You know how to get things done, Kuching. As long as it's with you, I can rest easy knowing that it's in safe hands.
Mano, quanto baú meu
Should I
amigo
take
botou?
this
Espero
to
que não
mean
seja
that you
tudo.
doubt the relative safety of leaving this in
Tá,
the
tem uns
hands of the
vazios, ainda bem.
Tianquan?
Eu não ia aguentar levar
Huh?
tudo.
Well, for starters, Ketching is the one who's always out running errands, rain or shine. Besides, you don't seem to give a wooden more about this whole thing anyway, so what's it to you?
Ah, foda-se, eu vou
I
ficar
was
pegando até
merely
essa alguma coisa.
joking. You, meanwhile, seem only too ready to pounce when an opportunity to publicly lambaste me arises.
Ué,
Even
não é
when
muita,
it
acho que não é
means giving
muita
our poor
coisa.
mutual
Beleza,
friend here the cold
vou só conhecer
shoulder.
as coisas. Ah não, tá tranquilo até.
By no means. You wish to know about the stone, I
O
presume.
amigo botou um monte de baú pra nada, ele
Then
só
let
tá
me
me
invite
zoando.
the great seafarer Captain Beto to tell the story, if she would be so kind.
You
Acho que era mais, ah, tudo bem.
Fine. Well, it's a big one, right? And such a smooth surface, too. Makes you think there's gotta be a good chunk of jade in there.
It was found by a fishing crew, not far off the coast. It must have been underwater for years. So the erosion will be what's given it that smooth finish.
Finds like this cannot be kept as private property, and must be submitted to a holder of public office. Placing it
Nossa,
into
tá loguei.
our custody
voltei.
will also give them peace of mind.
Nossa, vai ter tanto carvão vegetal também.
what's inside
Por que a
it?
gente vai ter tanto
Well,
assim?
we've hit it with just about every weapon we could get our hands on and haven't managed to even dent
Ah,
it
depois eu
yet.
converto.
Clearly there's more to it
Vou
than
ter que fazer um
meets the eye.
estoque só pra carvão vegetal, meu Deus.
Smash it
Bem.
open. Wow. Paimon doesn't think we've
Produz
ever encountered
tanto,
a stone like that
mas não.
before.
Porque...
Kuching has taken
Ah,
an
sei lá.
unusually
Vou ver em
keen
construção,
interest in
mas.
this giant stone, which
Ah,
is why we are leaving
não.
the matter in her
Ah,
capable
não, não, não,
hands.
não. Não, a cidade que eu
Let's
quero
put
fazer
that
aqui
aside
não
for a
vai ser.
second.
Tava
Traveler,
pensando em
what
usar
brings you here?
carvão vegetal de
Were you
chão,
looking
mas
for
pensei,
someone?
não faz sentido.
Actually, we were looking
É
for
peixe.
all of you. We need all hands on deck here.
Oh, hopefully not because there's
Depois eu
been
tenho que
some sort of
aprender se dá pra.
cataclysmic
Eu acho que
event.
dá.
No, nothing like that.
Ah, depois eu vejo.
Paimon's just getting carried away. I just wanted to ask everyone about their food preferences.
Food preferences? That's a little unexpected.
I have rather simple tastes. Precise, pure, smart, and sophisticated. That is all I require. That's your idea of simple, huh? I summed up my culinary requirements in 4 words. Is that insufficiently simple for you? A few weeks out on the open ocean would fix your flawed definition of simplicity, let me tell you that.
What about you, Beto?
Beleza. Beleza,
Freshly cooked and
beleza.
piping hot, that floats my boat.
Meu Deus.
It's got a little chili
Agora
pepper in
realmente
there
tem
too.
mau
I'm one
cheiro.
very happy captain.
Paimon
muito
thought you
bom.
would have said bar food.
Oh, bar food works too.
As for me, it's got to be seafood.
Okay, got it. So, seafood, piping hot,
Nossa,
and
joga essa cena de fora desse filme
simple
também.
but sophisticated. And that's where I would disagree. Traveler, surely you've heard of golden shrimp balls.
Oh my, they're my favorite.
You need to wash and devein the shrimp, wrap it in finely sliced potato strips, and deep fry it to perfection. There's no room for cutty corners. They're very precisely put together. They taste pure, the presentation is smart, and the skill needed to cook them is highly sophisticated. It fits Ningguang's forward summary to the letter. Huh. So what you're saying is, for all the frills and trills, good food is all the same at the core?
I heartily agree. Golden shrimp balls are a prime example. Their essence lies in combining art and nutrition in a single package. It is a dish of true value.
Okay, got it. So Kuching loves golden shrimp balls.
I didn't say that. Did I?
No, at least not outright.
Alrighty. Thanks for all your input. I'll be sure to take it all into consideration.
Traveler, Paimon, do you have anything planned after this? Good. I'd like you to help me investigate something. It's about this stone.
You picked the right people for the job. We investigate stuff all the time.
My thoughts exactly. The Chising has a public duty to deliver our final verdict to the fishermen. But there are also some things I would like to investigate on a personal level. I'm sure you've become acquainted with the general background of the Moon Chase Festival. However,
Nossa, sai
I have my
fute.
own understanding of this festival's roots. My grandfather was a researcher of Liyue's traditions. In his notes, he indicated that there was a deity called the Stove God in ancient Liyue, which people paid tribute to at a certain time of the year. Very few written records make mention of the Stove God, and those that do are notoriously confusing. Some scholars believe that the Stove God was just another title held by the Lord of Geo, but others suggest that this was a different deity altogether. One folktale even claims that the ancients found the Stove God's shrine, but there was no statue. Only a huge, smooth slab of stone. Shortly after it was found, the stone was lost in transit, and it hasn't been seen since. This stone here has all the same features, so I suspect it could be the one that went missing all those years ago. After many years of researching ancient texts, my grandfather came to believe that the practice of paying seasonal tribute to the Stove God may be best described as a festival. He called it the Stove God Festival. That would make it the forerunner to the Moon Chase Festival we know today. But this is all just theory and conjecture. To prove any of it, we'd need to start by identifying who the Stove God really was. Now that Rex Lapis has passed on, and Liyue has entered the age of humankind, his successors should continue to respect our nation's culture and traditions, just as he did. That's why I think the responsibility for this situation should fall to me. It's a chance to shed light on our history, revitalize an ancient tradition, and possibly prove my grandfather's hypothesis along the way. With any luck, we'll nail all three in one fell swoop. It was just a couple of days ago that we received this stone. Right after we decided to use food as the central theme for this year's festival. It makes me wonder. Maybe a divine will is at work behind all of this.
3 birds with 1 stone, huh? That's pretty efficient, even for cooking. Hey, don't worry about that. This sounds super important, so don't mind me. Besides, we're only... Wait a second. I got it!
What? Why are you shouting?
Kuching, can I tag along for your investigation?
But...
Since it's all about
tá.
the Stove God, I might get to learn something useful about cooking along the way. It'll be great inspiration for me in the competition. Please, let me come along. I promise I'll help.
if it means that much to you... Okay, I suppose you
Olha,
can
pra que desse,
come.
velho?
Really?
Oh, no,
Yay!
também.
Thank you so much! Rich, you're the best!
Esse acho que era um... Ah, não. Tá
Now
assim.
that that's settled, time to get going. Jingsa Village is said to be home to a lot of historical texts, so I'd like to start by making some inquiries there.
Beleza.
Alright, then it's
No
off
quase
to
matei meu
King's
burro.
we go!
Ah, cara, sacanagem.
Ah, mano, agora é o Fighters, velho.
A
Tô ficando
Fighter
triste.
vai demorar, velho. Não sei se confio se volta, hein.
Nossa.
Volta do jeito que tava antes, que eu quero dizer.
Ah, tá. Vai virar Shinobi Life.
Não, talvez.
Mano, tem gente, tipo... Mas o Stars não fez a mesma coisa? Tipo, cobriu o nome?
No começo... Ó, é que tipo... Como é que é? Eles trocaram o nome, eles já não tinham rosto desde o começo. Eu acho. Ah não, pera, eles têm rosto. Ah, não sei. Não sei o que aconteceu.
Hi, Granny. We need your help with something. Are there any old books around Chingsa Village? You know, from a really long time ago?
Talvez seja a música de copyright
Looking
também,
for
que eles
ancient
tenham
texts,
botado.
are we?
Ah, talvez.
Let me
O All
see.
Stars é meio que o original,
There is
quase.
an old warehouse over there, property of the Feyun Commerce Guild. Many books are stored inside, those that they have no room for at home. In fact,
Eu podia
their
também
youngest
transportar aqui
comes
muito
over
mais
this way to
fácil.
read sometimes.
The Feiyun Commerce Guild's youngest? You must be talking about Shinsho.
Paimon didn't know they had a warehouse here. Let's go take a look.
Ah, duas terras não é nada, joga fora.
Help! Ah, I'm being robbed!
It came from that direction. Come on.
Go and splat!
Should replace my hammer. Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment. Shine down. One with my blade. The wrong test subject. I've come here to clean the book warehouse plenty of times before. This is the first time I've run into these crooks.
Are you alright?
I am, thanks to all of you. Hey, wait a minute. You're the traveler, aren't you? And you're with... Lady Kuching. An
Vamos
honor.
aproveitar como vai
Truly
ter carvão
an honor.
vegetal. Dá pra fazer
We'll
bloco
try
com
not to
carvão
take up too
vegetal.
much of your time. I understand that this book
Oh, yeah,
warehouse is the
fuck,
property
man.
of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Could you advise whether we might find any
Mano,
text
não dá pra-
relating to the stove god in this
É, aí
collection?
é foda.
The stove god?
Ah, tudo bem, vai ter máquina com
I heard that's the Lord of Geo, right?
carvão.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. A friend of mine who conducts research mentioned it once before. We use stoves for cooking, and stoves are built from rock. Some people think that the stove is a gift from the Lord of Geo. And that's why they call him the stove god.
Seems logical
Beleza, meus
enough.
amigos.
But
todos
do you
sabem.
have any books on the topic?
I'm sorry, I'd have to ask the young master about that.
Oh, any questions? Please, ask away.
Hey, it's Chongyun and Xingqiu.
Hello, one and all.
Big guys. What are you doing here?
Nossa, eu não
I was
desisto,
bored
tá
with
muito
nothing to
triste
do,
ficar transportando isso.
and thought I'd come out this way for a bit of reading. And then I thought, why not bring Chungyun along too?
Yes. I'm just along for the ride, really.
I see the Yuheng Kuching is with you. Whatever brings you here must surely be a matter of grave importance.
Master Xingqiu, if I may be so bold, do you happen to know if there are any texts on the subject of the stove god among this collection?
Since I personally selected which volumes to store here, I
Nossa,
do
vamos
have some
pelos.
recollection of their contents.
Meu Deus, mano.
If my memory betrays me not, there is one volume among them called Demystifying the Legends of Liyue, which mentions the stove god.
Might I take a look?
Certainly. If it pleases my lady, I shall lead the way. Shung, I will take care of things here. You're free to go about your own business.
Ah, não precisa mais do burro,
So did you
sinceramente.
find it?
Deixa eu pegar o laço dele. Guardar.
Yes, Master Xingqiu has quite an exceptional memory. Demystifying the legends of Liyue does indeed mention the stove god. However, it says the following. The body of the dragon wielded a tail
Ah,
that
é
could
só pegar
eclipse
onde
the
tem de
sun,
volta então.
and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom. Receiving the gift bequeathed unto them, humankind cooked food with fire, and thus did they prosper. The body of a dragon? The stories about Rex Lapis say the same thing. That much is true. But this is the only passage in the whole book.